Good morning, everybody! Hello! I know it feels like it's been a long time because of the long weekend. Welcome, everybody. You are currently streaming live with us in the Nature South on Attenville TV. It's for everyone. This is the Crack of Dawn show with myself, Kimera, Heeralal, as your host. Join the conversation. Interact with us in studio today as you can comment at the bottom of the screen right there. Or if you want to comment anonymously and share your views and comments on this channel, you can do it anonymously with hashtag anonymous using our WhatsApp line, which you'll find at the bottom right of your screen throughout the entire show. There's it right there. Alright, so as we have a jam-packed show for you guys, you know we always open up the show with a good prank, as we have my favorite radio presenter, represent Wackhead Simpson, and then today's topic of conversation and educating you guys on places that defy laws of physics. Nice learning game today. Also, not forgetting, when we end up our shows, we do a lot of, showcasing talent. Now, you notice that we do a lot of musical talents, but if you have any other talents that you would like to share with us or with the public, you can drop us a WhatsApp on 074-660-5829 and tell us or show us, send us a video or something, showcasing your talent, and we'll put it up live on Attenville TV. We always end up the show with a stand-up comedian with Auntie Sheila. Auntie Sheila's got a lot to say today. It's going to be a jam-packed show, a full hour of fun. So let's do this together, as I like you guys to interact with us in studio. So let's take a quick break. When we come back, Wackhead Simpson to make you laugh. Welcome back, everybody. Alright, for those of you just joined us, you are a little late. It's a cave, but we're still streaming. We are streaming live in the Nature South on Attenville TV. It's for everyone. You are currently watching the journey, the Crack of Dawn show. Sorry, you drink too many shows on Attenville TV. This is the Crack of Dawn show with myself, Kimera, Heeralal, as your host. Join the conversation. Comment at the bottom of the screen. We are gonna have fun. Let's open the show with Wackhead Simpson this morning. Check it out.
Thank you for calling Gunford Marine Crisis. I direct your call.
Good morning. I'm Agent 41962. I'm calling you from the Census Bureau. I just need to ask you a couple of questions for your country.
Mm-hmm.
How does Disney decide who needs pants and who does not?
Whom I'm speaking to?
You're speaking to Agent 41962.
41962.
Yeah.
And your question is?
Do you think a lot less people with dartboard could scream?
Wow.
Ish. No. Yeah.
When you wear a T-shirt in the pool, is that you letting the world know that you put cheeseburgers before everything else?
Yes.
Do you think that pigs should be given a Nobel Prize because they can convert vegetables into bacon?
Oh.
Vegetables into bacon. Yeah, I don't think they can convert that.
And are refrigerator ice dispensers just perfect for those times when you need either 0 or 5,000 ice cubes?
I'm sorry, sir. I'm busy for now.
Okay, I've got one more question. Does your Medic Alert bracelet warn responders that you kiss back during CPR?
No.
And
You said it's the last question, sir.
yeah, this is the last one.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm busy for now.
Do you think raisins would sell better if we called it grape biltong?
That is brilliant.
That was good.
Wackett Simpson, ladies and gentlemen. As you know, he is my personal favorite. Wackett Simpson, everyone. My personal favorite radio presenter who gets me laughing every single weekday, Monday through to Friday on radio. But hey, we have him here live for you right here on Attenville TV. Lots of love and comments coming in through YouTube this morning. I have a Hemali Chiba saying, hi Didi, hi my darling. Thanks for joining in the show this morning. We also have Romila Garga Prasad. Also, I absolutely love your bubbliness. Thank you, Romila. Okay, Hamli coming in on YouTube also saying you the best and awesome with Nishi Heeralal. Good morning, Kimera. Okay, thank you guys so much for your support and comments and interaction live on Attenville TV as you make me smile early in the morning, and I hope that I get to make you smile every day. And that is why my team and I have chosen to put Wackett Simpson at the beginning of every show, as this is an educational show as well as a funny show. We call it a variety show and the crack of dawn. Nishi sharing a love on YouTube with the fellow colleagues. Yeah, beautifully done. Alright, so today we're talking about places that defy the laws of physics. Alright, so have you ever have you ever encountered something or an experience and you're like, whoa, that defied the laws of physics? It's like watching Michael Jackson when he's doing that moonwalk and then he drops his body like that. Quite cool, right? Defying gravity. Yeah. Okay, so you're tired of seeing the same old landscapes, right? And if you want to visit a place that completely blows your mind away and makes your question how and why, here are some travel destinations where the laws of physics seem to abandon the world, making it the perfect gateway for an exciting and fun-filled vacation. Alright, so we've got Veronica Ivy from America, guys. Give her a round of applause. She will be helping us with the content of the show on Attenville TV, so thank you so much to Veronica. Let's start off with her personal favorites or her top 5 mysterious places that defy the laws of physics. Here's Veronica Ivy.
Did you know that bottles in cars can roll uphill? You're probably thinking, no, of course not. And also, V, that's not possible. You're obviously not very smart if you believe that. Well, if that's what you're thinking, then you'd be right on one account. I am in fact not very smart. But 1 point for me, because you were wrong. In some places on Earth, items actually can seemingly defy the laws of gravity and even go completely against it. Hello to my fellow curious minds. I'm V, and today I will be telling you about the top 5 mysterious places that defy the laws of physics. Let's jump in. Number 5, magnetic hills. There are several roads in this world that seem to defy the laws of gravity. They've been given many names. Gravity hills, magnetic hills, magic hills, you get it. They're special hills. Cars that are put into neutral on these hills will roll uphill like they're being pulled by a magnet. There are dozens of dedicated sites for people to go to and test these hills out for themselves. Every single continent has more than one, so if you feel the urge to fall uphill, go check them out. Maybe before I explain how they work, so that you retain some amazement and mystery in the moment. So how is this possible? Well, like I hinted at earlier, the hill only appears to be uphill. It's not an actual incline. The surrounding land creates an optical illusion, and our feeble human brains are unable to process that fact. So we truly believe that we are going uphill. I mean, that's the basic gist, but I'm assuming, like me, you guys are gonna want a little bit of a more in-depth explanation. Well, too bad, you don't get one. Kidding, you do. Of course you do. And you're definitely not here to listen to me ramble, so I'll get back on track. In 2003, researchers conducted a study into why exactly our brains process these hills as uphill. They looked into how the absence of a horizon can skew perspective on gravity hills. Scientists at universities in Europe figured out that without a true horizon in sight, our brain will try to fill in the blanks and will interpret our environment based on the landmarks around us. Our brain uses the surrounding landmarks like trees and buildings, which are able to trick our eyes. For example, if everything around you is tilted just slightly, you'd assume that you're on a slant or going uphill. It's kind of like those rooms that make one person seem huge and another seem tiny. It's all based on perspective. Even though there is proven scientific reasoning behind these magical hills, many continue to create theories and stories surrounding what else could possibly be causing the hills to defy the rules of physics. Initially, people were shocked, thinking that someone had stolen their car or bike when they would return to find it gone. Theories about the hills being magnetic and pulling cars with metal under the surface of the roads also gained traction. Of course, some thought that the cars were actually defying gravity due to a glitch in the matrix or from a magical force. But we know a lot more now, and after experiencing the hills, people are usually inclined to believe the scientific reasoning. But still, it would feel insanely cool to travel uphill with negative resistance. So hey, search up the closest gravity hill to you, grab a level, jump in your car, and roll up a hill.
As we're talking about the places that defy the laws of physics, quite exciting as we have lots of love and comments coming in from YouTube. We also have Nishi Heeralal. Oh, she loves my outfit today, little girl. You're glowing. Thank you. Well, we got Heeralal Chiba also saying absolutely stunning. Thanks, honey. Alright, so as we're talking about places that defy the laws of physics, I found a place that's called the Meraki Boulders in New Zealand. Now, the spherical rocks called Meraki boulders eerily look like giant dinosaur eggs. Unfortunately, we weren't allowed to show any footage of what I'm talking about today, but I had to share this with you guys if you do go to New Zealand. Alright, so there's the boulders that look like giant dinosaur eggs, right? It's about, it says sometimes it grows as big as 12 feet in circumference, right? And they are septarian concretions which form due to deposition of minerals and sediments and solidification around a fossil and its central element. It looks like a whole bunch of eggs, but big eggs in the ocean bed. It looks beautiful. Alright, so as we're coming to number 4 with Sailing Stones, don't go anywhere. We're going to have some great music in between our educational time. And coming up at number 4 with Veronica is Sailing Stones.
Number 4, sailing stones. Can inanimate objects move on their own? It appears they can. Sailing stones are an incredible phenomena where large rocks and stones are able to travel far distances without anyone moving them. The stones leave behind a trail in the sand, as though someone had dragged them through it, but there's no footprints left behind. They actually do move without any human or animal interaction. Instead, the nature and environment around them moves them. But how? Many thought that a supernatural force was responsible for the movement, like a ghost, or that the rocks themselves were creatures. I guess like the trolls from Frozen, but really slow. The first documented sighting of these rocks was in 1915, when Joseph Crook visited the racetrack playa site. He noticed that the rocks had shifted, seemingly by themselves. Disagreements over the origin of the moving rocks began to spark, leading people to conduct their own studies in different locations where the phenomena occurred. In 1952, a great deal of attention was brought to the rocks when Life magazine wrote a piece on them. People hypothesized that the rocks were being moved by strong gusts of wind when the ground was muddy. In 1955, geologist George Stanley wrote a paper criticizing the theory. Stanley reminded theorists that the rocks were at times heavier than a grown man, so the wind alone would not have been able to push the rocks, and the mud would have just made it more difficult for the rocks to move. Instead, he offered a theory, which is the basis of the theory we use today. Ice sheets around the stones helped to catch the wind, which initiated the movement of the rocks. The stones are classified as a geological phenomenon. Movement of the rocks occurs when thin sheets of ice floating on a short-lasting winter pond break up in the sun's heat. The rocks are released and able to float off the soft bed of sand, which reduces friction. Then, the rocks are pushed around by the wind, even a very soft, almost non-existent wind, because the friction between the rock and the ground is so minimal. The rocks have been recorded moving distances of over 200 meters. They occur in many different places, but Death Valley in California is definitely the location where the most sightings have been. Honestly, I would be pretty terrified if I had to run in with these rocks before I knew the scientific reasoning. I mean, imagine camping and waking up to an army of rocks surrounding you. I'd assume I was about to be the human sacrifice for some sort of desert cult.
Veronica's got such a great sense of humor while educating you. A little bit dirty, but I love it. As we're educating you about the places that defy the laws of physics, let's cut to a song and keep you well entertained, as that's what we're all about, showcasing talent and uplifting those who are still not known to the world yet. Coming up this morning, we have John Mayer's Gravity. Today it's being covered by Jonathan Roy, an acoustic cover.
If gravity is working against me, and gravity wants to bring me down, oh, I'll never know what makes this man, with all the love that his heart can stand, a dream of ways to throw it all away. Oh, gravity is working against me. Oh, gravity wants to bring me down. And twice as much ain't twice as good, and can't sustain like a one half could. It's wanting more. It's gonna send me to my knees. Oh, gravity, stay the hell away from me. Oh, and twice as much ain't twice as good, and can't sustain like a one half could. It's wanting more. It's gonna send me to my knees.
Beautiful performance by Jonathan Roy and his team, doing a street acoustic version of John Mayer's Gravity. What a beautiful performance. Lots of love and people watching this morning. I'd like to say thank you again for your support. If you do have any videography of your talents, drop us a WhatsApp on our WhatsApp line. The number is 074-660-5829. You can find it at the bottom right of your screen throughout the entire show. Alright, let's take a quick break. When we come back, we're talking about the places that defy the laws of physics. Straight after this.
I put a spell on you. Because you're mine. Oh, because you're mine. Because you're mine.
Welcome back, everybody. All right. I see that we have, top class Consular Entertainment right there on the comments on YouTube. Waiting for his song to be aired live on Attenville TV. Honey, be patient. We just got a lot of educational things to do quickly, but it won't take that long. Stay where you are. He says, good morning, Kimera, all the way from Davidson. Welcome, top class Consular Entertainment, all the way from Davidson on YouTube. Yeah. Ronaldo Pillay joining us on YouTube. Hi there. Morning, honeys. All right, as we're talking about the places that defy the laws of physics, let's cut to Veronica in America, and she's talking about the Kinder downfall or upfall.
Number 3, Kinder downfall or upfall. Now, I'm sure you've heard of a waterfall, but have you ever heard of a water climb? You probably haven't, because I just made that word up. And as you can tell, I'm very proficient in wordplay. I'm talking about the opposite of a waterfall, where water goes upwards instead of falling into a body of water below. The phenomena doesn't consistently occur. Like, it's not a continuous stream of water climbing upwards. Sorry, I made it seem like it was, on purpose. Instead, the phenomena has certain seasons and weather conditions that cause it to occur. Strong winds, which occur more often depending on the season, push the water upwards, but only for short periods of time. The wind has to be really strong though, at least 70 kilometers an hour for this phenomena to occur. They've been observed in Australia, India, Japan, the UK, the US, and really anywhere with winds strong enough to create them. The most powerful and popular reverse waterfall exists in Maharashtra, India. It is called the Nanagot Waterfall, and it is considered the best place in the world to catch a reverse waterfall in action. The ideal time to observe it is during monsoon season, April to September. And anyone longing to view the climbing water must be extremely prepared, as it is not an easy task. First, you must go to Mumbai, and then drive 3 hours to the Nanagot Pass. Then you would hike through forested terrain for 4 to 5 hours. But remember, if you're going to see this waterfall during its peak activity, the weather is going to be rough, so you'll need to prepare all of your equipment for the weather conditions. But then, you will be able to witness the phenomena firsthand, and I'm sure the view would make the trek well worth it. Hopefully you don't run into any of the deadly wildlife India has lurking in their forests. I love the outdoors, and I'm convinced that I'm an animal whisperer, so I'd definitely be fine. But if you decided to make the trek, hire a guide. Don't go at it alone. You're not as delusional as I am.
Alright, so how cool was that? Seeing water go upstream. Quite cool. It's like, hey, imagine falling up the stairs. Funny, believe it or not, I saw somebody fall up the stairs. It was weird. Anyway, I was taking a look at a place called, I'm sure you heard of it before, Antarctica. Now, as funny as you might say, oh my god, that place is so cold, because the air is so clean, a person like myself would love to live there. Whenever it's summertime, it's hot, it's sticky, there's flies everywhere, and I have eczema, so anything with heat, yeah. Anyways, let's talk about Blood Falls in Antarctica. Now, Blood Falls is a bright red waterfall oozing from Antarctica's ice, which pours into Lake Bonny. Now, it appears quite gruesome and appearing from the pristine white mountain, making it appear like a bleeding mountain. And there is an extensive research going on about sulfur, iron as well, and microorganisms in the water to determine this cause. Still under research, and I can't wait to see. If anybody got some donations or any funding, please send me to Antarctica, as I love the air there. I want to be in clean air. I know it's freezing, but yeah. Just teasing. Coming in at number 2, Veronica's number 2, by the way. She's discussing a Giant's Causeway.
Number 2, Giant's Causeway. Ireland is known for the intense beauty that their country holds, and though I haven't been there personally, I know many people who have, and they would wholeheartedly agree with the observation. One of the most drop-dead, startling sights that you can see in Ireland is the massive collection of columns, forged by none other than the wonderful Mother Nature and maybe some angry giants. The Giant's Causeway is an area of over 40,000 interlocking basalt columns. Most of the columns are hexagonal, but the number of sides does differ. The tallest columns are over 35 feet tall. But how did this wonder of the world come to be? Well, let's travel all the way back to the Paleocene epoch. That's 50 to 60 million years ago. Due to intense volcanic activity, highly fluid molten basalt intruded through chalk beds to form a volcanic plateau. When the lava cooled, it contracted, allowing it to form into the columns. The size of each was determined by the speed the lava cooled at. The fragmenting and cracking during the cooling process is what created the columns we now see. The columns also have legends attached to them, which are actually responsible for the name of the site. Some believe that the columns were the remains of a causeway built by giants. Causeways are railroads on elevated pieces of land, usually surrounded by water. The legend tells the story of Finn McCool being challenged to a fight against a Scottish giant named Benandonner. Finn accepted and built the causeway so the two could meet up and fight. In one version of the story, Finn beats Benandonner, but in another, Finn hides when he realizes that Benandonner is much bigger than him. Finn's wife disguises him as a baby, and when Benandonner sees the size of the baby, he figures that the father must be a colossal giant. Then Benandonner flees back to Scotland, destroying the causeway behind him in fear that he may be followed. The Giant Causeway is located off the north coast of Northern Ireland, and it is free to visit, minus the plane, the hotel, transportation, but the view is still free. In 2019, over 998,000 people visited the columns. They're definitely a strange and popular attraction, and absolutely high on my bucket list.
As you're patiently waiting for number 1 from Veronica, as we are talking about her top 5 places that defy the laws of, physics, we got a top-class Ponsula Entertainment coming up next with Amakripa and Gava's Tandela. Check it out.
Wachache wonka mayelo ponle babat bole boshe mukambe balete bonka bomra posle babat bole lewe lewe leke the puppy just chande the mupage ya kela kase wachache wonka mayelo ponle babat bole boshe mukambe balete bonka bomra posle babat bole lewe lewe leke which is nice what you want to do at that.
top class Pansula Entertainment with Amakipangefa Zatandela. Ayo. Beautiful performance from the guys from Davidson. Hope you guys enjoyed that one. Honey from Top Class Pansula Entertainment. I just gotta tell you, we are live on 77 platforms for you guys. I know our YouTube channel is not showing the number to like, but on Facebook we hit about 1.9 million per day. The views are growing beautifully. Our LinkedIn, we live on. Okay, you guys know we're on YouTube, right? We're on D Live. We are on Telegram. We are on V Live. We're on Twitter. We also have our LinkedIn. Can you believe it? Yes or no? We are especially on Amazon, and yes, we have applied to do our TV series and all of our things on Netflix. So all the luck for us, pray for us as everything will go through. I know. All right, as we're gonna take a quick break, when we come back, Veronica giving you her number one story. Welcome back, guys. I know you're loving the new music this morning on Atonville TV, everybody. Alright, as we're getting back into it, we are talking about places that defy the laws of physics. Coming in at number one with Veronica from America with Hudson Bay, Canada.
Number 1, Hudson Bay, Canada. Did you ever try to play the game Light as a Feather? You know that slumber party game where you'd all sit in a circle and try to lift a person up with your fingertips while eerily chanting, light as a feather, stiff as a board? I'm sure you know it, and I'm assuming that it never worked out the way you'd hoped. Well, if you want some help, consider heading over to Hudson Bay, Canada, where scientists say the gravitational pull is lower than anywhere else on Earth. Yep, you heard me right. The gravitational pull in Hudson Bay, Canada is the lowest in the world. People actually weigh less there. It was first discovered in the 1960s, when global gravity fields were being charted. Scientists were baffled by this phenomena, and to most, it doesn't seem possible for there to be less gravity anywhere on Earth. Researchers studied for over 40 years in order to understand the phenomenon, and, well, they believe they found an answer. The basic idea is that gravity on the surface of the Earth varies depending on the mass of the Earth in said location. The cause of less mass in Hudson's Bay is explained by two theories: the Laurentide ice sheet theory and the mantle theory. The mantle theory is about, well, Earth's mantle. The mantle is a layer of molten rock, magma, between 100 kilometers and 200 kilometers down below the surface of the Earth. The magma causes convection currents, which drag the Earth's continental sheets down, and then, you guessed it, decreases the mass, which decreases the gravity. The second theory assumes that Earth's mass is lighter in Hudson's Bay because of a giant ice sheet, named the Laurentide ice sheet. During the Ice Age, the entire country was covered by an extremely thick glacier, about 3.2 kilometers thick in most places, and over 3.7 kilometers thick in two places over Hudson's Bay. It was so heavy that it squeezed down on the rocks and the Earth that were trying their hardest to support it. When the ice began melting, the Earth tried to return to its previous state, but it took a while. If you need a visual example, find some memory foam and a finger. Imagine your finger is the ice and poke the foam. The foam will attempt to spring back into its original form, but it takes a while. And that's what the Earth was and is still trying to do. But it's not as quick as memory foam. The slow regeneration acceleration eventually led to a decrease in the mass of rocks in Hudson's Bay. And well, the decrease of mass came with a decrease of gravity. The Earth regains less than half an inch of mass in the affected areas each year, and it's estimated that it has to rebound 650 feet to return to its original condition. So, safe to say the gravity is going to take a little while to get back to normal. You'll have plenty of time to traverse into the dangerous waters, and even though it might be scary, you'll definitely feel a weight being lifted off your shoulders. That brings us to the end of today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, but more importantly, I hope you learned something. Which of these attractions attracts you the most? Let me know in the comments or send me a DM on Instagram. Thanks again for joining me. I'll see you soon, and in the meantime, remember to stay curious.
Beautiful delivery today as Veronica Ivy hits our screens for the first time right here on Attenville TV. Beautiful delivery, girl. All of us are learning. All of us are growing presenters. I love your energy. I love your humor as well. And I love the fact that you are helping us to educate about things some people find insignificant. But yeah, today's conversation was about places that defy the laws of physics. All right, as we're getting into it, we're going to talk about this a little bit more. I want some more music, yeah? Let's enjoy our wacky Wednesday with myself, Kimera, Heeralal. Let's cut to Bruno Mars's Locked Out of Heaven. But today, it's not Bruno Mars, baby. It's been covered by Sangrila Music from Uruguay. And this is a live beachside reggae version. Check it out.
Love
beautiful delivery of Bruno Mars's Locked Out of Heaven they were covered by Sangala Music from Uruguay. South America, baby! As my director made sure I said that. And it was a live beachside reggae version delivered for you this morning. I hope you guys liked it. Yeah, but I also like it like that, man. Alright, so as we're talking about quite interesting facts and things this morning, we were talking about places that defy the laws of physics. Alright, so I found this place called, well, it has like magnetic hills. You know, it's magnet, yeah. Alright, so there's this thing with magnetic or gravity hills which actually pulls cars up hills as though drawn by some unseen force. You'll almost think it's science fiction. So these can be seen in numerous places. This is now including Ladakh in India, alright, Moncton, it's called Moncton, New Brunswick in Canada, also known as Aurora in South Australia, and many, many more. So there are rivers that appear to be gravity defying and flowing uphill, which is again an optical illusion to you guys. And because this water is actually flowing downhill, if you knew and understood the laws and the physics. Science. Alright, so I want to live next to a place where everything is streaming uphill. It just look like everything's going backwards. I'll be like, oh, wow. I want to fall up. So with bungee jumping like backwards, how cool would that be? I think that would be fine. Alright, so there's something called, everybody knows that we've done many shows on this specific topic, and it's called the Bermuda Triangle. Oh yeah. Alright, so the patch of ocean between the, well, they call it Puerto Rico and Miami and the Bermuda has baffled many people for decades, and it's still baffling you. Alright, so numerous ships, planes, and people have vanished into thin air in this region over the years. You know this, right? And the explanation for this has been under heavy debate and, well, scrutiny for many, many years. They're still digging it and checking it out and trying to find out things, and it just ain't gonna make sense. Just accept the fact that this is just science, man. Alright, so anyway, reasons offered vary from weather anomalies to aliens they also talk about, and they also mention monsters that deal with it. I just think it's physics, it's science. If you're not into that kind of stuff, you're never gonna understand it. But if you take some time and do some research or backtrack on the Crocodile, you will actually learn lots of, well, facts about the Bermuda Triangle and stories and things. And we put together quite a few shows on the Bermuda Triangle. Backtrack on the Crocodile. Go into our channel on the search bar and go Bermuda Triangle. You'll find the topic of conversation there and the physics and everything behind it and how it works and what the Bermuda Triangle is about. But it still remains a mystery as to how it actually works, yeah? Alright, let's take a quick break. When we come back, we have Auntie Sheila, one of our favorite stand-up comedians in South Africa, straight after this.
Look at slide 4.
Becky, don't lose your cool. Think of the quarter pounder. It will taste like sunshine on a rainy day. Oh, so make it a day, the quarter pound away. Da 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 da.
Welcome back, guys. We're still streaming live in the nation south on Attenborough TV. It's everyone. Alright, you're still watching the Crocodile Show. You're still with me, Kimera, Heeralal, as your host. Let us cut to Auntie Sheila, who's talking about your Facebook affairs, and she keeps you going every day. Check this out.
Vanakkam, darling. So I hear lots of people's marriages are being broken up by, Facebook. Apparently, there's too many Facebook trashy queens out there. So let me set the record straight. Right. To all those little chihuahuas who think you can use social media to screw up our lives, think again, darling, because I'll give you such a poke up your ass you'll ever understand what a poke is. Okay, darlings, I went to my niece's house and then she was a bit upset. So I said, darlings, what's the problem? You know why? Because I'm here, Auntie Sheila is here to sort the problem out. And then she says, her husband is having a Facebook affair. I heard the one messages he's sending to one girl, and that girl is poking. You know why? Women too. Sometimes some of the women, they got no brains. You know what? We must stand for each other. But no, we'll put a knife in each other's back. That's the thing with us. Anyway, I said, oh, all this is taking place in Facebook. Yama, I thought, hey, I don't know whether uncle is on Facebook too. That night I went with there. I said, uncle, open your phone. I want to check something. He said, why? What happened? It's about trust, babe. I said, hey, trust my ass. You know the situation. Yeah, bring your cell phone. Yeah. Oh, then I said, oh, you two on Facebook. I have a Facebook page. It's called Let's Talk with Auntie Sheila. I don't have a personal Facebook page. What you got is that personal Facebook page. Then, you know, uncle to my darling is very truthful, right? He said, no, take it and see it. I went there and I see one girl named Sapna on the Facebook. Yeah, man, Uncle Singh, see what a lovely name Sapna is, like my dream. I said, yeah, I forgot one name. It's called Sheila. Another word for Sheila means your nightmare. Yeah. Then I said, oh, let's open up the message. He said, oh, look at her. She's looking like one model. I said, yeah, model my ass. All she got is one smartphone with 46 apps. So if I too had a smartphone with 46 apps, I too will look like one supermodel. So you know what? Tell Sapna to sit down and go away because she's just a smartphone with many, many apps. I like to see her real self, right? Then anyway, I said, what's this idea? Poke, uncle? I said, what's this, darling? I said, babes, what's this poke? He said, oh, this is out there, poke. I said, hey, listen here, your old cabbage, your cava, listen here, your cavio, I don't know what they call it. I said, listen here, you think you want to do a poke? You want to see what a poke? A poke is a poke. A joke is a joke. A poke up your ass is a very big joke. I like to see what you'll do when I cut your tail short.
Oh my God, everybody, that was Auntie Sheila. Keeping you well entertained and laughing this morning as we start and end the show with great humor. But before you go, I just got to share with you a couple of fun facts. It's fun facts time. Okay, I had to do that, sorry. Alright, so as you can see in South Africa, throughout the whole country, the weather sucks. Oh my God, how's the wind? How was the day before yesterday's weather? Like extremely hot, and then all of a sudden today you're feeling cold. Now for you, those of you are like, yeah, but she's wearing shorts. No, I got my shawl under the table to keep me warm. Alright, so quite a few American people have been emailing us and sending us stuff regarding our fun facts, so thank you so much. So let's look at this fun fact this morning. Did you know the Empire State Building gets struck by lightning on an average of 25 times a year? Yeah, for those of you who didn't know. As I'm talking, you got Nishi Heeralal laughing on YouTube. Highway Sheila! I love Auntie Sheila. Nishi Heeralal, it's quite beautiful. Yeah. Alright, here's another fun fact for the morning. In 1899, it was so cold that the Mississippi River froze. Ooh, I would have loved to have been there. You know, you can go ice skating on it. Alright, another fun fact. Clouds can travel at more than 100 mph with the jet stream. Yo, that's quite cool. I wish I was a cloud. Yeah. Alright, did you know hurricanes north of the Earth's equator spin counterclockwise? Now you learned something. Not that it's pretty or anything, but yeah, you learned a fact. Okay, here's another fun fact. Hurricanes south of the Earth's equator spin clockwise. There you go. Now you learned science today. Lots of it. Well, anyway, guys, it's come to that time where I'm going to have to love and leave you. And it's a beautiful, wacky Wednesday. Hope you guys have a blessed midweek. Yeah. I hope you do. Nishi Heeralal, thank you so much for your support and sharing the link as I know you have done. Thank you so much for helping us to uplift our community's channel and station as well as uplifting our numbers. Guys, if you are watching this show, please subscribe to our channel as it helps our beautiful tiny station to grow. And well, you can grow with us if you got some talent, anything. You can even bake and send us a video of you baking. If you know anything about doing hairstyles, catch it with your smartphone. We'll put it live here on Attenville TV and we will grow with you as a community. Well, for myself, Kimera, Heeralal, I gotta say, please join me tonight on the Journey Show if you're all about spirituality and culture. It's gonna be an epic show. We go live at 7 p.m. It's called the Journey Show. 7 o'clock sharp. Don't be late. Nishi Heeralal sharing more love. Have an awesome day. Stay blessed. Thanks, Nishi Heeralal. All right, guys, time for me to love and leave you. Enjoy the rest of your day. See you tonight at 7 o'clock. Bye bye for now. Have a good day. All right, bye, guys.